All right, let's get back over to Michael for a check of the weather and a look at what's to come.
Yeah, well, we can expect warmer temperatures, especially through the rest of this week. We'll be ranging in the 80s. There is one little blip in time where our eyes are on Thursday for some cooler temperatures, not looking at anything significant, but we also have the chance for a few spotty showers, perhaps even an isolated thunderstorm. Can't be completely ruled out. And then once we get past Thursday, we shoot right back up into the 90s for the weekend and into the start of next week. So it is going to really start to feel like the dog days of summer here, especially by this weekend. But right now it's very comfortable, sunny, 85 degrees. This is a live look out of the Mary Hill Winery and Tasting Room in Vancouver. Everywhere you are today in the state is a gorgeous one. Plenty of sunshine, and we'll stay mostly clear overnight tonight outside of some coastal fog developing. Temperature should be dropping down into the lower 50s along the coast, into the mid to upper 50s here in the valley and in the Portland area. Now towards eastern Oregon, temperatures only settling into the 60s. That's because they've got a little bit more in the way of cloud cover building in through the overnight hours, so that helps to insulate those temperatures. But looking at your day part forecast for your Tuesday, sunshine from start to finish, a little bit warmer than what we got to today. Today we topped out in the mid 80s. I think we'll get right up into the upper 80s, almost 90 in a few spots for tomorrow afternoon. And then there's that brief little cool down for Thursday, dropping back down into the lower 80s with that chance for a shower or a thunderstorm. So let's play it all out here on our future radar. This is starting it out to on Wednesday morning. We can see we do have the chance for maybe a spot shower or a thunderstorm Wednesday afternoon as well, mainly on the east end of the Cascades. And then as we get into Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon, that's where I think we have the better chance for a couple more spotty showers here along the coast and in the valleys as well. So there's a look at your 7-day forecast, climbing all the way into the 90s by Saturday and Sunday.